So gospel singer and entertainer Kim Burrell is in the headlines again by some recent comments she made on stage. Go ahead and check this out.
I was watching her sing tonight, and I was just shaking my head. If they gonna make a movie about Aretha, if they know what real singing is, they'll call you.
Okay.
If they want to do Aretha any kind of justice. Now, I like Fantasia, but she ain't no Leandra.
She's not.
Why y'all don't like to tell the truth?
She's not, Auntie.
Nowhere in the world.
So Kim Burrell decided to take to the stage to shade somebody that wasn't doing anything at all, not bothering her soul, Fantasia. All right. And she shaded her about an Aretha Franklin. They're making an Aretha Franklin movie. If you don't know who Fantasia is or how she sings, go ahead and check out this quick clip. So, once again, Kim Burrell has decided to insert herself into something where she was all the way wrong. First things first, she's sitting here saying that if you want to hear real singing, well, that's subjective, I think. And furthermore, she didn't have to put down Fantasia to lift Leandria Johnson up. I like Leandria Johnson. I absolutely love her, and I love her voice. I also like Fantasia. All right, but she didn't have to put down Fantasia in order to make Leandria Johnson shine in that moment. Okay, and furthermore, Kim Burrell was wrong. Fantasia ain't even playing Aretha Franklin. All right, I believe that part is slated to go to Jennifer Hudson. And in my personal opinion, I actually prefer like seeing somebody like Jasmine Sullivan in that part, but not because I don't like Jennifer Hudson. Actually, I don't care for her singing all that much, but it doesn't mean that I'm going to shade her over, say, a Jasmine Sullivan, who I think would probably fit that part better than a Jennifer Hudson. Okay. But what was the point of Kim Burrell doing what she did? Now, listen, I think Kim Burrell is an excellent singer. I love her voice. I do. And I think she has a wonderful ministry in her voice, a voice that can bring people closer to God. But as much as her voice can bring people closer to God, her words keep pushing people farther away from God because of people like her who have the pulpit. I don't even want to say the bully pulpit, but technically she does. She has the bully pulpit, and she could have used that moment to celebrate Leandria Johnson and just celebrate her. She didn't have to say what she said. I always look at, honestly, Kim Burrell to me is like the gospel Cardi B. A couple of people that just shouldn't talk so very much. They should just talk less. All right. You don't have to say everything that's on your mind. And Kim Burrell is notorious for doing such things. Remember, she got in trouble a couple of years back or so when she mentioned something about the LGBT community. And now I'm not surprised at what she said, because again, this is a person that's in the church, and a lot of people hold those kind of beliefs about that. My only issue with what she said is, again, she decided that she could say it to an audience that may not feel, that would have felt exactly like she did. The clip went viral, and she lost a lot of different things as a result of it. I was more upset about her saying it, about the fact that she probably uses a gay person to do her makeup, a gay person that probably makes her clothes, a gay person that probably does her hair, and she had all that smoke for that community. That's the problem I had with what she said. All right. She just talks too much. Honestly, the video I posted prior to this with Thaddeus Matthews. Now, a lot of people don't care for him. I don't necessarily care for him. I think he's funny, but I wouldn't necessarily want to be under his leadership. But I think a lot of people might feel the same way about Kim Burrell. What makes her different than him? He just uses a bunch of curse words. He cusses you out. But what makes her different? She still sits there and stands in judgment of people and And she's not judge, jury, or executioner. She's not God. She's not Jesus. But she'll sit there and she'll say shady stuff. And she does it all the time. All right. Where she did it here, if you want to hear real singing. What was the point of that? What was the point of singing is subjective anyway. Some people like other people's voices, better than somebody else. I like Fantasia, but I can understand if somebody doesn't actually care for her, but that doesn't mean that you have to put her down to lift another singer up. And that's what Kim Burrell did in that moment. She could have just praised Leandria Johnson in that moment. And she didn't even have to invoke Fantasia into it. Fantasia is unproblematic. She minds her business. She don't get in nothing. She don't be involved in nothing. She just keeps her head down. She loves on her new husband and her kids. She sing her songs. She show up to funerals. She show up to gospel shows. She shows up to award shows. And she go about her business. But Kim Burrell, good old Kim Burrell, like I said, the gospel Cardi B had to say something. She just had to open her mouth. And she just needs to know that she doesn't always have to say things. Some things are better left unsaid. They just are. They're just better left unsaid. And she was wrong. Again, Fantasia ain't even playing Aretha Franklin. So if you're going to get up there and shade somebody, you can't, if you're going to come with some shade, don't bring a leaf. Bring the whole tree. Be right. All right, I'm going to leave y'all with Kim Burrell because, like I said, she does have a beautiful voice, but I wish she would just use it for singing and not for talking. Anyway, y'all go ahead and have a beautiful and blessed Saturday.
I trust it all with you. Yes, I do. I give you my heart, Lord. I give you my mind, Lord. Give you my